Welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm having a lot of fun. We were in the church in the last episode, and now I believe we are going back to the music players, the ravers, the kids with that awesome dance music that our character just loved so much. And what are we going to tell them? I honestly forget. I'm sorry, guys. We need to sync the signs with Noid. And we need to tell Andre about Soona's thoughts on the nightclub. And her thoughts on the nightclub was like, no, I don't know. Or that they don't actually... She told us like the kids aren't actually going to start a nightclub. I assume it's like a drug place. They want a place to do drugs. A drug club instead of a nightclub. I don't know. Something like that. Let's go talk to him though. Yes. This sweet, sweet music. Should we talk to... Let's see, Noid, I already forgot their names. Egghead, right, Egghead. And Egghead is this guy, the preppy looking guy. Noid is like the guy with the crazy clothes, and then Andre's here. So let's talk with Egghead first.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
Indeed.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibbity, skibba danger. I am the rearranger.
You sound like my 6-year-old. Well, that's fun.
I see you're here again, off-sign man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
I tried, but I'll come back later when I've succeeded, I guess. All right, Andre it is.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Well, about the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the shadow-clad being climbing the beams. A man living on the ceiling.
Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Nah.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
No, he's chill, man.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do. He's not gonna leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him. He also told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all, but we'll keep that to ourselves, I guess.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
No, don't worry. I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Yeah, it's not.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Yeah, Egghead, you got it, man.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Yes. I was using the mainframe when Soona, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. This is a good recap for you guys if you missed last episode, I guess.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place.
That's a good point.
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
Okay, maybe I'm kind of feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
Ja oder nein? She did not like the no-dick dance club idea. That's a 9.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
That is so sad when that happens.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Do I? I don't know.
Unity! Dance!
Oh yeah, she did make it clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished. So maybe we let her finish her project?
And you can't just evict her?
Huh, I could go for another try. Bring down the hammer of the law.
Hell yeah!
Picks up a small hammer and holds it out ritualistically.
No, Noid. No hammer. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can, make a deal not to bother her. You know, coexist.
Yeah, man.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
That sounds good.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
Whoa.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse.
Wonderful! If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
All right, I'll see how it goes. We proceed with the quest.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
All right, and I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
Oh, that makes sense. Another question then.
Yes?
That's it.
Goodbye, officer.
All right. See you guys later. I guess we could have talked to Noid again, maybe. Was there? No, there wasn't anything there. Back to Soona to convince her or muscle her out. Yeah, her work is pretty uninteresting in this church. Maybe. I don't know. All right, Soona. This is your eviction notice.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre and he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on. You don't want to make anything work? Gotcha there.
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Come on. All right, hold on. I need to drop everything out of my hands and then try that suggestion check. Drop the bag. Hold on now, because I think now I get suggestion from thoughts. Yeah. Empty hand slots get +1. Okay. Oh, also, I should be wearing a hat, right? Where'd my hat go? Yeah, -1 rhetoric. That's probably why I took it off, huh? Oh, and these shoes. Yeah, interesting. And these glasses, +2 encyclopedia. I'm not sure I noticed that last time. Okay, sorry. We're good, right? No other suggestion. Nothing else is very suggestive that I have. That's a good coat. All right, but I like my shivers. Okay. All right, now what do you think? Can I convince
Yes,
you?
what is
Pew.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something. Well, do I really want to help?
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Touches her hair. And I was just noticing, we did need the finger pistols in order to get that check. Phew. Okay. A gust of wind.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help.
Wait,
It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
is this the filament you're looking for? What would happen if we had pawned it for 50 real?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without
What?
authorization.
No?
I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim.
Okay, but still,
All right, so what's an offsite copy? And why do you need it?
backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
But girl, I've already done the Jamrock Shuffle all through that building. It's not there.
She's making it extra simple for you.
It's fair.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
And by your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the doomed commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Okay, but where exactly is the offsite copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there.
Oh, we have to get in with a giant pry bar?
Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Oh, no, we know about the bear. There was a note on it, wasn't there?
But you've been to the fridge and
Yes,
it wasn't there.
exactly.
There was a note saying,
Yes, I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Yeah, to a nearby ice cream maker. It was signed by someone named Sulisla.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads.
Those project leads always hell-bent on things. Unimportant things.
Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
Yeah.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
The Valley of the Heads. This must be part of the game, right? Okay, I did find the ice cream maker, but can't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Why can't you go and get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait. Are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
What if it does emit elemental evil?
It doesn't emit. It receives. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my rain. Turned to higher powers.
Well, it's working for her, all right? She's still there. Everyone else is gone.
the lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offsite copy.
Lady,
All right?
lady, I do not need to talk with Plaisance. You know, I've been there so many times. We ended up putting a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
Oh, someone stinky.
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Oh.
Whose body is it?
The body of the hangman.
And what is it doing in the fridge?
Don't worry, I put it there temporarily. It's all part of an official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
Yeah, that's what I said in the first place.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
You got it.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, man.
Nah, Kim, you're gonna take it back later today. Calm down.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care.
Alright, I'll try to find my way into that ice cream maker. How do I get a giant pry bar? Whatever.
Thanks.
Soona thinks for a moment and then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar. Thank you, Soona!
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Hey, right! I'll let you work in peace now. Well, the quest continues. A huge, I guess giant pry... That's a big pry bar, baby! Let's go! We should drink something, too. I'm thirsty. I said I'm thirsty. Oh yeah. All right. Giant pry bar. Giant pry bar. Bag. Bag. Let's go. See you later. To the ice cream maker. Now, there's a fast travel, but I don't think I can do it until I find a map, right? Requires copy of the city map. Yeah, I don't know how to fast travel places yet. But guess what? You guys know how to fast travel. Where's this beautiful music coming from?
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flex some more wet snow from above.
That's not what I thought. This music's awesome. All right, let's look around.
The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
Oh no, it's only getting colder. Or how does it feel?
You're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape.
I love these shivers. Let's just take it in. I almost feel like this music doesn't really fit with the shivers, but that's okay. What should we look first? What's below me first?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers.
Hidden
Rats
bunkers.
scuttle.
Tell me a secret of the sands, wind.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Warm coat in a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. Thank you very much. And what's above?
More coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly.
Okay. Let's see. We haven't gone to the west. Let's save that for the end. What about the east, where we came from?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper. The district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds.
And further.
A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood.
Is there? Have I noticed a truck past the gate of... I assume that gate is the industrial harbor? Huh. What about the north?
The abandoned church, one of two remaining stave churches, which were collectively called Elysium. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the revolution.
Elysium, the Seven Sisters. And further north?
A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul.
And on the islets?
The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell.
Can we get there?
Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection, way beyond Martinez. A popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet?
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far.
But before that, before the curtains are drawn.
The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest.
That's very deep.
Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Morian.
Okay, so the Bay of Revachol is huge. For it to be 1,200 meters, it's not like a little harbor.
And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the Coalition warship, Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
All right, let's look the other way to the south.
The raised motorway,
Right,
881,
right.
separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox.
The Pox. That doesn't sound familiar.
Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital.
That sounds familiar.
In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since.
We're going to be able to go there because this, I think, is the second time we've heard about it. It sounds kind of important. Or important to my character, maybe?
The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off.
But still.
Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace.
So past the Pox, further south.
A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance.
It's our precinct.
Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
Should we ask more about home? Go back to home. I want more talking about that.
The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning.
Well, maybe there's something to that.
Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemliaki.
Chop shops of the Zemliaki.
All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers.
Like a catfish. What are they looking for?
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind.
What? That was the south, right? We started talking, about the 881 and the Pox and then the ship. What is the ship looking for? Huh. All right, and finally the west, which is the one direction we haven't gone, I don't think. Well, we haven't gone to the south, but we're not able to.
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
And beyond that?
The waters turn black, coal city in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol.
The waters turn black. Oof.
No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
Oof, their hopes are buried under their feet.
Below the old mines, L'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Le Petit Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume.
La Royam. I'm assuming the little rats are little children. What's La
Where the
Royam?
Philippian kings were interred with their doctors and their
That's
admirals.
right.
Mausoleums, burial chambers, leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning.
That's right. It's like a legendary treasure that they're looking for. And Le Petit Rats.
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums. And for fabled relics, their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper.
After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty.
Well, I had been like, it's too good to be true. But now I'm like, ooh, it's too good to be true. But maybe we should look for that ourselves.
Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine? Drop everything immediately and go looking for this hoard.
In this playthrough, I have been doing everything that my successful skill checks have told me to do. So I guess we're not going to go unlock the ice thing. We're dropping that quest and looking for the untold quantity of cocaine, the legendary hoard of Grand Old Philippe and Guillaume II and Felipe the Opulent. Wow, well, that's exciting. Let's wipe the snow from our shoulder.
Few Petira return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pocket.
Successful.
All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
All right, let's stomp our feet for warmth, brushing off the snow, finishing the thought. We have our new quest. Kim, let's do this.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Indeed, to the west, where the magenta cocaine lies. Is there another red thing? You can imagine why. Calls become terrible sometimes. Kim said something, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm too excited about this magenta cocaine. And we'll do that next time. Until then, y'all take care.